Imagine a place where the Atlantic kisses golden beaches, where the scent of salt and jasmine drifts through narrow cobbled alleys, and where royal palaces and fishermen's cottages share the same horizon. That place is Cascais, Portugal's aristocratic seaside refuge turned cosmopolitan jewel. Cascais lies just 30 kilometers west of Lisbon, nestled between the wild Atlantic and the protective arms of the Sintra Mountains. Once a sleepy fishing village, Cascais rose to prominence in the late 19th century when King Luís I of Portugal decided to make it his summer residence. With the royal court came nobility, and with nobility came art, architecture, and opulence. The humble village transformed into a glamorous retreat. Yet Cascais never lost its soul. Fishing boats still bob in the marina beside sleek yachts, and the Cascais Bay still gathers locals at sunset, just as it did centuries ago. Walking through the historic center is like leafing through an illuminated manuscript of Portuguese history. The Palácio da Cidadela de Cascais, once a royal summer palace, now doubles as a presidential retreat and art gallery. The fortress walls recall Portugal's age of discoveries, when seafarers like Vasco da Gama passed nearby on their way to redraw the world map. The surrounding Cidadela complex has been reborn into a cultural quarter, with art galleries, boutique hotels, and restaurants tucked within 16th century stone. Yet the grandeur is subtle, never ostentatious, inviting visitors to linger, not rush. To the west, the coastline becomes wild and theatrical. The Boca do Inferno, mouth of hell, is a natural sea arch and cavern carved by waves over millennia. During winter storms, waves crash violently into the cliffs with a roar that gives the place its name. Writers and poets have long been drawn here to witness nature's raw power and drama. A short drive north brings you to Guincho Beach, a windswept paradise for surfers, kiteboarders, and dreamers. This is no gentle sunbathing spot. It's elemental, with dunes that shift like the Sahara and waves that speak in thunderclaps. On calmer days, it feels like the edge of the world. Inland, Park Merchal Carmona offers shade and serenity beneath palms and pines. Peacocks stroll through manicured lawns and hidden fountains. Nearby, the Museu Condes de Castro Guimarães, once a Gothic revival villa, now showcases manuscripts, paintings, and a view over the marina framed by turrets and blue tiles. The light in Cascais is its most enduring artist. Morning brings a soft brilliance that paints the whitewashed walls in honey and ivory. By evening, golden hour arrives with reverence, casting long shadows and deepening the blue of the sea. No wonder painters and photographers flock here. Cascais is not just a postcard, it's a living place with rituals and rhythms. Early morning joggers trace the coastal promenade to Estoril. Elderly men play cards in the leafy square near Rua Frederico Aruca, and young couples sip espresso under bougainvillea-covered terraces. Lunch may be grilled sardines or octopus salad with a glass of vinho verde. The fish arrives fresh from the dock, seasoned only with olive oil, lemon, and the scent of the ocean. Dinner? Perhaps in a converted palacete, where fusion chefs reinvent Lisbon's culinary traditions with global flair. At night, Cascais hums, not roars. Music floats from wine bars and piano lounges. Jazz mingles with fado in unexpected corners. There is nightlife, yes, but elegant, unhurried, and lit by candlelight. Today, Cascais balances the charm of old Portugal with the energy of a modern hub. Digital nomads and startup founders sip craft coffee alongside retired diplomats and artists. International schools and five-star hotels coexist with cobblers and antique bookstores. And yet the real luxury of Cascais is its pace. Here time stretches. There's room to breathe, to reflect, to gaze at the sea without agenda. It is not just a town, it is a feeling. A sense that beauty, culture, and history can live in harmony with the everyday. Cascais is neither a village nor a city. It is a threshold. Between land and sea, between old and new, between elegance and wildness. Whether you come to write a novel, learn to surf, recover from burnout, or simply watch the tides, Cascais doesn't ask much. It offers itself gently, as if to say, welcome, take your time. This is your place too.